Welcome to my first Madden 20 tips and tricks video. Today we're going to be focusing on the offensive side of the ball with one of my favorite plays in all of Madden 20. Honestly, one of the best plays in all of Madden 20. This is a play where you're going to be able to get large chunks of yards against any coverage in the game, and that's exactly what you need in your Madden playbook. If you're looking to play online games, finish top 100 in weekend league, beat your friends, whatever it may be, you need a play that gets you large chunks, whether it be 3rd and 15, a 2-minute drill, you're trying to get a field goal before half. You need a play that beats any coverage for large chunks of yards, and that's exactly what this play is going to do. So, first off, the play. It's going to be out of gun, tight slots. It's going to be PA wide receiver seam. You saw the thumbnail. You knew the play. However, we're going to teach you the setup to it and exactly what we're doing in order to gain a ton of yards out of this. If you're curious what playbook this is in, it's in West Coast Playbook. It's also in Chiefs, Bears, Eagles, and Colts, I believe. So it's in a few. However, West Coast is by far the best of those. That's the playbook I'm running online. It's super good. The reason why, Gun Bunch Week is incredible. Now, if you're looking for what I'm doing to finish top 100 in weekend league and beat the #1 head-to-head ranked player, my full scheme's linked on hotroute.tips. It's out of West Coast Playbook, this exact playbook that we're going to be teaching you guys out of today. And it goes through my whole thought process and how I read coverages and my reads and different types of plays in certain situations. It's a full scheme, an hour and a half of runtime. Definitely go check that out. We also have a defense up there from the #1 ranked head-to-head player, what he's doing on defense. So very good, high quality, professional content on hotroute.tips, and you unlock all of it by becoming a member. So definitely go check that out if you're looking to step up your Madden game. Now, if you're looking to get free tips, luckily we have gun tight slots here today, and we have a very good play out of it, and I'm going to go through exactly what I'm doing out of gun tight slots. Now, I actually also have a few other plays that attack different areas of the field, so if you want me to release those, let's say I'll release the next one at 1,000 likes on this video. I think you guys can do that pretty easily. 1,000 likes, I'll release the next part of this gun tight slot scheme to give you guys another really good play out of a really good formation. Again though, we're in West Coast Playbook, you guys know this. So first thing we're gonna do when we come to this gun tight slots, we want to make sure that this tight end's off the field. This is Kyle Rudolph. Slow players are at the tight end spot. We don't want a slow tight end. We're not gonna be pass blocking him. We're gonna be sending him out on a route every play. So we want someone faster. Unfortunately, you can't get another wide receiver out there, but you can click left on the right stick twice, get to halfback slot, puts your halfback there. I have Dalvin Cook now in the slot. I can check down to him. I have a playmaker. Way better than having a tight end. Trust me, do not try to argue that a tight end's better than having Dalvin Cook out there. I want Dalvin. I want someone who's going to make plays. Then, as far as the rest of the personnel goes, just click right bumper, scroll through. You're going to want your 2 best wide receivers on the 2 outside spots. I'm using the Minnesota Vikings right now. Actually, I'm a Vikings fan. Adam Thielen, Stephon Diggs, definitely the go-to moves there. And then I have Laquan Treadwell in this spot. But yeah, you just want your 2 best wide receivers, on the outside, and then starting halfback goes to that slot spot. So we're gonna go to PA wide receiver seam. We're gonna run it against a variety of coverages. I'm gonna change quickly to add cover 4 into here, so we show you guys against every coverage today. But I'm just gonna first show exactly what this play looks like in its most simple form. Basically, as long as we have time, we're going to be able to throw an absolute missile, no matter the coverage. That's just going to dot any coverage for a ton of yards, whether it be, that was cover 3. We're going to face cover 4 here. And same exact thing, just running a simple setup. I don't have too many other route combos on the field, but just show you how open that gets way downfield. We'll get into the actual setup here in just a bit. You guys are going to say, oh, someone's just going to use her that. Trust me, we'll get into that. But I want to show also against cover 2, which at times can be a little weird, depending if it triggers a man match. Oh, shoot. I actually didn't get the right setup on the field, but that's fine. And we're still able to throw a dot to Thielen. But regardless, going to beat every coverage. The only thing it does struggle against is man coverage. So if I go to cover 2 man here, here's my play art. Can I show you? Oh, shoot. It's left trigger this year. Tough to do it with one hand. But so this is the play arts. Man coverage can give it a bit, can give you a bit of issues this year with this crossing pattern. It is going to beat it right here, but sometimes certain, you might trigger a bad animation there. So we need to have a player or a route that beats man coverage every time. So I like to put Dalvin Cook, your A receiver, on a zig, kind of like this. By the way, I pretty much always run the crossing route towards the short side of the field. You can run it the other way. You're still going to be able to beat most coverages, but I prefer it to the short side. I don't want to go the other way. I think it's easier this way. So I put Dalvin Cook on a zig just to show you exactly what that looks like. Here, say that the crossing pattern just gets bagged. Look at how open Dalvin Cook's going to get on the zig. Just toast toast that linebacker in man coverage, and that's why we don't have a tight end there either. We want a playmaker out in that spot, get him open in space, and say I just do it one more time. I know this against the computer, I'm not going to be able to show it exactly, but you can start, stop and going. I didn't really get a good opportunity to do it, but you can stop and go in the open field. It's really hard to tackle people, even with conservative tackles in the open field. So definitely try to get your players open in space and stop and go. I'll try to see if I can, let's just do this right here. See if I can show you a stop and go right here. What I do when I get, it's a good throw, Kirk Cousins. I just wanted to show you what I do if I do get the ball in open space. So if I get it to Thielen here, it's not going to be a great example because it's the computer and the computer plays it well, but you can stop and go and people will miss you a lot. It's actually really, really hard. Basically just take your entire hands off the controller, let it for a second, sit there. See if I can audible to a run here and maybe do it if I get some space out wide. And just stop and go, and you can really trigger your opponent's user into really bad animations in doing that. Definitely go mess around with that online. But anyways, we want a lot of space in the open field, and that's why I want Dalvin Cook on this zig. So that's the first part of the setup. Next, I like to have Diggs on a streak. I think it's better, a lot better than having him on that weird little seam route. The streak clears out cover 4 a lot better and really clears out every coverage better. So I'd prefer to have the streak there. Next up, I would put Treadwell on a curl. So we talked about beating man coverage. Curls also beat man. So say, they were in man coverage, and I'll try to my best to do this with 2 controllers, but they notice, they're going to go cover the zig. So and I can't do it with 2 hands. I can't really have pocket presence either, but I would throw to Treadwell there because they're covering the other man beater. So I have 2 man beaters. They have to pick between them. And same with beating the zones. If they go user the crossing pattern, this Treadwell route gets open very often. So, there are a lot of things that you can attack with this setup. But the last thing I wanted to mention was I like to have Abdullah block too. So I just, you just hot route him, put him on right trigger pass block. It's a lot better than getting, the weird PA animations. And then I do slide away from the running back with my slide protections. Left bumper, left on the right stick in this situation. That is the setup that I would do in a normal situation. I'll even play cover 3 with clouds like people would online. I'll even base a line. I'll go back to sitting on guy right here, but this is what the defensive play art looks like. And you can notice pretty much everything gets open on the play. Pretty much everything. Thielen's going to be able to get open right there for a really, really nice gain. I could have checked down to Dalvin. I could have put, right here, you can see just how good those curls are on a low ball. Hold left trigger and throw it to Treadwell there. Basically attacking pretty much everywhere on the field with a play like this. And that's why this play is so good. Again, like another curl. Say they went and usered with Thielen. I can just continue to throw this low ball curl at Treadwell, and they can't even man it up. It's that good. So, tons of things you can do with this particular play, and Treadwell gets knocked down there, which really stinks. I'm going to have to throw to Thielen. We have a giant dot. That's 24 yards. And I have only shown it really against cover 3. I did already prove, it works against any other coverage. Cover 4, drop show 2. You're looking at a formation or a play that's, as conservative as this is. I'll even play clouds because clouds are going to play better than purples. Same setup. And you just notice, how many guys get open on this play. Like first, Dalvin's open. Treadwell's open, and wow, I actually threw to the wrong receiver. I didn't mean to click Y. I was trying to throw to Thielen. Thielen's also open, so I can throw to all 3. Now, if I wanted to throw to Treadwell, I need to lowball that. I'll show you right here against cover 4. I would almost always recommend throwing a lowball on the curls. It's way better than a regular throw. I'll complete it with a lowball. I just didn't want to, show you guys, and it was incompleted when I said it was open. Like, it's going to be completed every time. So that's the stock setup. Now, there are other things you can do, and you can get a little crazy with it if you want to. You can do something where, you can put, again, we got Diggs on the streak. I prefer to have that. I still want Thielen on his crosser, but say I want 2 drags on the field, something like this, where now I can attack both flats or attack over top to Thielen, which Thielen's open again. It's tough for me to not take all those yards when they're there, but I could have thrown to Cook. The left side got played a little, or could have thrown to Treadwell. Cook got played a little bit better on his way to the right side. But you can do something like that, or you can put Treadwell and Cook on both, hitches like this. And in that way, I can throw. I'm going to throw to Thielen again. It's so hard not to when it gets that open, but if they're using it, obviously it's going to open up the rest of the field. So, this is a huge, great chunk play out of West Coast Playbook. I definitely recommend you guys go check this out. Again, the full scheme is linked online. And if you're looking for gameplay of me actually running stuff like this, I upload tons of videos, or I upload tons of full gameplays using these schemes in online games, and that proves that they work. And, you know, I feel like, you know, my track record of, you know, years of competing now speaks for itself, but still people do come in and, you know, they're skeptical of, you know, what I'm uploading and, you know, the plays that I'm showing. But the fact is, like, this is actually what I'm using. You know, you're gonna get that on Hot Route, or get that on my YouTube channel. You're gonna see that in my gameplays. And you know, I'm really proud of, you know, how far I've come as a Madden player, and I think, you know, it just takes practice. I think a lot of you guys are gonna get there as well. So again, having, you know, a play like this, PA wide receiver seams, with, you know, all these options out on the field, critical, absolutely critical to be able to, you know, attack every part of the field on one play. And I'll even show you right now, just for the record, you know, the play that I want to run next is something that looks a little bit like this. I think this, I don't want to show you the play art necessarily, but that's the play that I want to show you guys in the next video. You know, we have tons of other stuff we can do out of this gun tight slots. It's very good. So if you did like the video, make sure you consider liking the video on the like button. And if you do enjoy my Madden 20 content, I mean, this is the place for you to be. You want to become better, or, you know, enjoy high quality gameplay, or my tips again too. You know, you're here for the tips as well. Definitely check this out. Check out my other playlists on the channel. Click subscribe, ring the bell, do all that good stuff. But I just appreciate all your guys' support at the beginning of this year, and thank you so much. I will see you guys in my next Madden 20 video.